What's going on, everyone? Anthony Davis has been in the lab working on his shot with the lethal shooter, trying to be the best self he can be into next season. And this is a great sign because we had the reports a couple months ago that Anthony Davis hadn't picked up a basketball in, a month. And it's just like really concerning because it's like, you came in last year, there were lots of questions. You shot 18% from three. Like, what is going on? But everybody in the Lakers organization have really hyped up Anthony Davis and talked about how he's just quietly been working away, trying to improve and be the guy we need for the Lakers next season. And he is. He's the key component for the Lakers' success. And the fact that we finally are starting to see some of that, because not everybody's LeBron James, right? Not everybody's LeBron recording every hour, every waking minute of him working out. A lot of players will just quietly, do their thing. And the lethal shooter actually posted a video to his Twitter. I will link that video down in the description below to check out the whole video, but I will show you a little clip of it in a moment just to kind of give you an idea of Anthony Davis's new and improved shot. If we could get bubble Anthony Davis that kind of shooting, then that would be incredible, right? He doesn't have to be, lights out. He doesn't have to shoot 50% from three or 40% from three, but if he could at least be league average, which is about 35%, that would be perfect. That is more than enough. We need him to at least be respectable enough for teams to step out. 18% isn't going to get it done. But the lethal shooter has one of the best shots in the world, arguably, and he has really helped and improved many of these NBA players' shots, including Anthony Davis. The last time Anthony Davis worked with the lethal shooter was the year leading into the bubble year, and we saw how great Anthony Davis' shot was that entire year. I mean, he was knocking down game winners and everything. So big credit to Anthony Davis to actually be putting the plan in place to try to go and be a better Anthony Davis, because we definitely need that as the Lakers. But real quick, before I show you the little clip, I just wanted to read what the lethal shooter put in the post attached to it. Anthony Davis locked in. Every completed rep with the art of shooting is one step closer to the goal. I never take it lightly. When players trust me to make changes to their jumpers, stay locked in. Anthony Davis, NBA lethal shooter. So again, video link down in the description below, the whole video. Here's a little clip for you to enjoy.
So let me see.
So there you have it. There is Anthony Davis working with the lethal shooter, knocking down some shots. Like I said, it's about a minute long video, the full length thing. I just didn't want to take too much away from the video. Go check out that video after this video. Again, link down in the description below. It's great to see Anthony Davis because I really believe he is the driving force. He is arguably the biggest mismatch in the entire NBA. With his size, his skill set, the ball handling, being able to shoot the outside shot, be able to, dominate down low, block shots, play defense, step out on the perimeter. I mean, there's very few guys in the league and ever that could do a lot of the things that Anthony Davis could do. It's just always been about him buying in. He's been so inconsistent over his career, even with the Lakers, he'll put up a game where he looks like he's the best player in the league. He's just unstoppable. Will put up 30 points, grab 12 rebounds, block 5 shots, dish out 4 assists, and you're like, man, could you imagine the potential this guy could have? And then the next game, he'll give you 12 points and get 6 rebounds. And you're and he's just completely absent. And you're like, what is going on? So we need Anthony Davis to be the best Anthony Davis possible going into next season. If we get bubble Anthony Davis, then, we have a chance night in and night out. And we realistically have a chance to win an NBA title. And I know some people might think, no way, it's not going to happen. LeBron and Anthony Davis won an NBA title together. It's already proof in the pudding, but we need that Anthony Davis. There is not a person in the league that can guard Anthony Davis when he is that dominant and he has his mindset of, I'm going to go put the ball in the hoop and you're not going to stop me. We should have beaten the Phoenix Suns. We were an Anthony Davis injury away from beating the Phoenix Suns. We were up 2-1. It was looking good. Anthony Davis, they had no answer for it. It looked like we were going to go up 3-1, and then Anthony Davis gets hurt and everything changes. If we win that game, then very likely we're in the finals again, and we would have been in the finals in back-to-back years. So the idea of LeBron and Anthony Davis can't win, of course they can. Now, does it make things complicated if we have Westbrook at the beginning of the year? Yes, but there are ways to make it work. Frank Vogel never gave Russell Westbrook a fair shake, a fair opportunity. He never put him in positions to be successful, right? The whole point of getting Russell Westbrook was to alleviate LeBron, and instead of doing that, you just put Westbrook in the corner and just had him stand there and hope that, maybe he can knock down 1 out of every 3 shots. Like, allow Westbrook to be Westbrook. And if we end up with Kyrie Irving, well then it's a lock, right? I mean, we're arguably the best team in the entire league if everyone's healthy and everyone is bought in. But regardless, whoever's on our roster, Anthony Davis is the key over everything, because Anthony Davis is what makes us unstoppable, because you have that force that can knock from the outside. If he's knocking down his threes at a 35% clip rate, or even like a 32%, which is below league average, but for a center, that's tremendous. If he's knocking down threes at a respectable rate where you as a team have to go out and defend that, then he becomes even that much more dominant, right? If he's knocking down his mid-range, if he's knocking down the 3, how do you stop him? Because everybody that's his size isn't as quick and skilled as him. Everybody that is as quick and skilled as him isn't his size, so he could just rise up over you. He is a complete mismatch. The only person that you could argue could probably contain Davis to a degree is Giannis. But even then, I mean, Anthony Davis has got size on him. If he wants to, he can be a dominant force in this league. And we've seen it. We saw Anthony Davis during the bubble run just spank every center in front of him, including the 2-time MVP and Joker. Like, he was a dominant force. He was that guy that we hoped and traded for to be the guy that just leads this franchise going forward post LeBron. So I do think that at least this is a good sign to show that he is trying to improve. He's trying to be better. He is a guy that, he needs to be bought in, and that's the problem, is getting him bought in, getting him to a level that is a championship level. He was that in the bubble. He was just, seriously, he was insane. And to his credit, last season, when he came back from injury, before he had the 2 freak injuries that were just random, where the dude landed in his ankle and stuff like that, before that, to his credit, he was showing those signs again. His 3-point shooting percentage went up. He was averaging 29 a game during that 6-game stretch or whatever it was. He was that dominant force. He was putting up monstrous numbers and showing why he is a top 3 to 5 player in the league when he is putting it all together. And that's the problem, is getting him putting it all together. When he is the Anthony Davis we know that can be dominant, he is hands down a top 3 to 5 player in the league. Because nobody in the league, outside of a couple people, can do everything that he does. Handle the ball, shoot from the outside, block shots, defend on the perimeter. And this is a guy that's 7 feet. He is the ultimate mismatch. And I really hope that the lethal shooter gets him in a good position to be successful. One sort of little thing, just because, it's apparent when you're watching that video, is the whole process is slow, but just for those that, are probably noticing the same thing. And that's the reason I want to bring this up, because I know some people are going to be like, yeah, but look how slow his release is, and his pull up, and his, and his step and all that stuff. He's going through the motions and the rhythms to create that muscle memory, to create that feel. So when he gets into the real game, it becomes real. It's fast. Boom. Right now you're seeing him. He's doing everything in slow motion to develop that memory, that muscle memory, that shooting touch, the step into the shot. If you're going fast paced, 100 miles an hour every time, you're going to have mishaps. You're going to have mistakes. You're going to keep messing up. So you slow it down so that Anthony Davis gets the feel for it. So when it comes to game time and it comes to the NBA pace and stuff like that, now it's just memory at that point. It's just a reaction. It's a reflex. It's not even something you're thinking about. It's boom, step, I'm gone, pull up, bank. Let's go. That's what that whole concept is. But as always, this is a discussion, so I want to hear from you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comment section below. What do you think about this video with Anthony Davis shooting with the lethal shooter? Are you excited for it? Are you yes, good. We're getting Anthony Davis back. He's back in the lab. He's doing what he needs to do. We need that dominant Anthony Davis to win an NBA championship. We need number 18, and the only way we're going to do it is with Anthony Davis. Look, I am, of course, a Laker fan, but I am a realistic Laker fan. As currently constructed, we do not look like a title contender. We don't. But Anthony Davis being a dominant monster and LeBron James being LeBron James is about as good of a shot as it gets. The two of them, you can't count out. Like, as weird as our roster looks, because we don't really have shooting, and it looks kind of clunky at times and things like that, a lot of these guys are going to have the best shooting years they've ever had because they have Anthony Davis and LeBron James to kind of, distract, and they're going to get more wide open shots than they've ever gotten in their career. So a lot of these guys are going to elevate. Anthony Davis elevating his three-point shot is going to help tremendously. LeBron was like a 35% three-point shooter last season, so that's great. If he can improve in that area and even bump it to like 36, 37, that would be fantastic. We're going to be fine. Once we get into the playoffs, a healthy Anthony Davis and a healthy LeBron James, you cannot count out. They are too skilled, too smart, too good. All of those things. You just need the other guys to be serviceable. But that's my opinion. I'd love to hear yours. Let me know down in the comment section below. That being said, hit that like button. Helps me out a lot. Lets me know you enjoy these types of videos, and I truly appreciate it. If you're not subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button, followed by the bell notification. Stay up to date with all things sports. Join this wonderful community and all of our discussions. I'll see you all in the next one. Thank you.